yet. He didn't have enough.
Next year.
It's next year.
Just ask him not to take it
Yeah.
and hope he's chill.
How
How did France get before Italy?
He went bankrupt.
Yeah.
No,
He did a bankruptcy
Italy.
build. No,
I'm
Italy
sure
just
Banana
took
will listen if you ask, though.
Italy just took loans and work exhaustion, and like he started a little bit late, and he has no 80 absolutism because he was a republic. So he didn't have the additional modifier for being a republic, for having 80 absolutism. So France had more base sticking because it was bankrupt, even though he didn't even try to get Riv. Because he had
he
no...
literally fell into it because he was bankruptcy building. Yeah. That's great.
Slaying.
Yeah.
Will you meme and form Germany?
Can I even form Germany?
You need like 2
Dutch.
provinces from France, Isaac, and one more. Because the modifiers you can get from the missions are not that bad.
I can't form France as I am not. I mean, I can't form Germany as a not German culture.
I mean,
Just
Netherlands, Dutch is German culture though.
But it's not. I don't think you can form with.
I
the
don't
Dutch.
see the option though.
Yeah,
no, he has to be proper German culture. As
proper
Austria,
German.
yeah, you as Austria, for example, you can also not form Germany. You have culture flip,
I'm
but
not gonna culture flip. Not
You
work.
should.
No.
you should.
Yes. Yes.
No. No.
Yes.
Like the ideas are worse, but the missions are really good.
Okay, so I just tested it. You aren't banking excess government reform progress while you're maxed.
Yeah.
So there's no point. If I wanted to switch to theocracy, I would have had to do it like 100 years ago.
You don't.
Honestly, I don't.
Moloch, how much do you have banked?
As cash?
No, reform progress.
I'm maxed.
Yeah, but if you flip,
Oh, I can only get 1 reform if I go theocracy.
no, you get like critics. If you want to flip, like critics will probably be so nice, and
You lied, Catal. I have more
I said
morale.
nearly.
Ah,
Yes.
nearly. Psh, that's
Yes.
nothing.
He has negative prestige.
That's nothing.
He has negative
Fuck out
prestige.
of here. That is nearly.
And you have your fucking
That's
politics on. He
nothing.
doesn't.
Doesn't matter. He won't exist.
But yeah, okay, so morale advisor explains my Mawar didn't have more dis than me and had equal morale, even though I had morale advent.
Mivar had tech 6. You don't.
No, I mean before that. Before that,
Okay.
I was wondering why my troops were actually better than Mawar's. I had a more discipline and more morale. But it's because I got a morale advent, he went morale advisor instead of discipline advisor. So rather than having better discipline, worse morale, he had worse of both. It was like slight though. It was like I had
I think like that.
I had 1.2 I had 129.9 discipline, he had like 129.0
And he had more infantry compatibility. So.
infantry combat.
I feel like well, the morale thingy is because I felt like you would run out of manpower really quickly and would fight with mercs. So there was no reason to deal more damage with discipline. I'd rather win fights with morale.
Fair enough.
That you lost 60 AP like showed that the statement wasn't true at the beginning, but then it was.
It
Like
just was plain bad.
I would have probably taken the discipline advisor till you get 76, and then switch over to the moral advisor.
I thought the other way around. I was trying to roll 4, but I kind of gave up. Couldn't get the discipline advisor.
Okay.
I mean, just the advisor.
Yeah, I was
the
a
game
bit
doesn't
worried
really-
with the war coming. I saw you were already at Tech 25 before the war, so I kind of knew we were kind of screwed. Because I figured you were just banking millman, and there's nothing we could really do about that.
I could have hit it at the same time, but
Yeah,
I
I
needed
think
it
Kradiax
for
was kind of
seconds.
spending his mill power quite generously, if I.
Yeah, I
recall
needed
correctly.
it for the manpower.
Yeah, and for the generals, you guys had so shitty generals compared
Yeah,
to
I
Mura.
haven't been at war. So
Yeah, yeah,
Excuse
it's
me?
like the.
Have you seen my generals?
It was supposed to be a problem for
in the
Punjab.
end, it was fine, but like in the beginning, you were fighting with a 5-3 against a 6-6.
No, I
Or
started
4-3.
war with like a 5-6.
I had a
No,
5-6.
no.
No, I did.
5-6.
You had 1 good generals in 4 cannon stacks. Meva had 3
I had
good
3
generals.
cannon stacks.
I
Yeah,
had good
but-
generals as well.
We had at least
Like,
3
compared
Yeah,
good
to
Nepal
last
had,
war.
Nepal had okay generals.
Nepal had a 6-5. I think it was the 5-6 the other way around.
He had a
I had
he had a
a
4-6.
6-3 and a 6-5. And at the end, I had a general. My king, he was 0-1, but he had 5 in siege, and it helped.
You know, I'm looking right now at Skanderberg, and I'm looking at maximum power. And since you know, I overtacked and everything, I'm like 50k behind Mamluks, who is top, and I'm 30k behind France, which is surprising.
I mean, France has been in near war for a lot of years, so I assume he didn't always have time to properly def.
I mean, France did want bankruptcy bill. That's what Tim.
I suppose, yeah. But also, he's revolutionary, so.
Yeah, like the revolutionary reforms with the old revolutionary target is way too good. Like, seriously, why?
Guys, we need to get up on France.
The old target was already. The old target was already good, already better than the new one.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, now I see.
Yeah. By the way, guys, if you want to see me raging, you can watch WOD from my perspective.
Woo-hoo.
I posted in streams.
In Russian or in English?
It was mostly in English because I was communicating with...
Okay.
Wait, why were you raging?
Because we were winning all the battles.
I mean,
like, if it was...
We weren't winning that... yeah, I mean...
I was raging because I was too many stacks, too many troops. I didn't want to take... attrition, so I split them like to 25, 30k, etc. around my country, and it's so fucking shit, you know, to march them all in, and it's
I had fun.
Like this war wasn't fun. It was very opposite.
I had fun.
It was an interesting war. Biggest thing I like the most is after a battle, you just group everything and then you use templates to split them back up rather than trying to grab them all and like individually separate them.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because then you can shift, consolidate. You can separate out stacks, and you can send the ones back home to heal, and send the ones forward who can fight.
And just recruit new ones.
I need to do that.
Yeah, I do that. I recruit new ones.
Even
because I get stuck like
I do it depending on the number of stacks involved. If I only have like 6 stacks involved, I'll grab them individually. If I have like 10 stacks, that's when I start doing the whole...
I have like 50 stacks or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, because we were both using like 40. We were both using like 40 whiff, and we both had what 800,000 minimum, which is 20 stacks each.
Also, I want to say something. The stubbornness on both sides to continue fighting with only half of a pack line was kind of funny, because there were so many occasions where he didn't reinforce in time. There were like 1 or 2 days of battle with cannons in the front line. Half of the cannon died, and all 4 players of you still send in reinforcements and continue fighting while half of the backline of one army was missing.
It was a few battles, to be honest. I don't think it was that.
It happened on a couple of occasions.
Like, I know there was one battle in aggro where our cannons hit the front line, but we won it.
The thing is,
why we committed.
To be fair, there were very few occasions where there was only one battle going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And there was actually a few occasions when one side won all the battles. Usually it was split like 50-50.
Yeah.
I liked the battle in the capital of Punjab where our cannon line broke, so we retreated and just instantly went in again.
Yeah.
I like that one.
But I wanted to comment on this thingy with cannons, because when you have simultaneous battles, you'd rather whatever. Okay, you're gonna get more losses there, but you'd rather win the major battles.
Yeah.
No, it was in the major battles from time to time.
Yeah, sometimes it did happen.
But
then you wanna win no matter what.
Yeah, like I know there was an additional instance where I took a bad battle assaulting, I think, into a hill or something, or a jungle. I was losing the battle, but Credix was fighting in Lucknow and winning, but it was very close, so I just stayed in the battle. I was using mercenary cannons for that stack, so I just let them take the damage and then retreated.
The pro moves.
Also, like Nepal not having a fort in Palpa, like the connection between Punjab and Taiping, that really hurt you guys, Nepal and Nepal.
I had a fort in Makwanpur.
Yeah, but you can walk from Taiping into
right now they can't, but
Now they can't because they reclaimed the territory. But they were able to in the last war. And like,
I mean, we were always going to be on the back foot just because, again, just the layout of my nation. My nation was only 3 or 4 thick at most, so we were having instances of where we'd win
I was actually
battles,
surprised that you guys hang on to the post of Punjab for so long.
But there was a lot of instances where we'd win the battles, but in terms of siege racing, we were just losing because we couldn't be everywhere at once.
It's a big nation.
And if we were chasing siege stacks, we weren't sieging ourselves.
I was surprised that you didn't take Indonesia from me. Like, it was really open to grabs. I was not really
we wanted
planning
to
on
send the
defending.
cannon stack there and siege it down.
I think he means
without
carpet.
cannon stack.
I think he means carpet sieging Burma.
Oh, yeah.
That I had literally
just,
like 2 forts that were not in India.
Sieged a decent amount of it.
We did a lot of carpet singeing in the steppes.
That was funny.
I didn't care too much about that land because it's not highly devved.
Yeah, maybe.
The point was to remove like prosperity, make a lot of war exhaustion, and
I mean the prosperity was irrelevant. What kind of fucked me is I rolled like 30% influence events on Vaishnas, so I had to revoke territory from them. Because right now they have, 15, 45, 55, 55 influence from events right now. They had like 65.
So guys, Byzantium right now, Byzantium, former Georgia, has more maximum power than Nepal and Taiping.
What?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't have any manpower in my ideas. So. I don't even have the government reforms to get manpower.
Byzantium.
Yeah, Byzantium is strong. Their first
I mean, there's a reason I support. There's a reason I support Georgia. It's like,
and then Italy at almost 400,000 manpower.
I mean, keep in mind that the regions they are from, they're usually very highly deved, and they're good provinces. So yeah.
Oh damn it, Nepal! You fucked up. You didn't grab one. Provinces.
Georgia never really fought a proper all-out war. He was always developing.
Yeah.
So
I did what?
But that's what you are behind.
There's one province I need that you didn't take.
Yeah, I could not. It was above. It was above 100%. You can give it to me if you want.
So we can't.
I don't like Byzantium's color.
You don't like? What?
No, I don't like it. Because if you look at the map, my provinces and his provinces, they kind of blend, you know?
No, they don't.
You just have to kill Byzantium again.
Yeah. I mean, we can fix that. I can give you another color. Which one do you want?
No, I like my Lithuanian pink.
Oh god, wait. Where did Lithuania's name go?
Oh yeah,
it's in
Punjab for that. It's like
it's too late for the Lithuanian name.
I actually am quite happy with where it is.
No. Wait.
It's the only terra incognita left in the world, pretty much for me. Which is hilarious.
You can't see up north?
No, because map reveal is based off what our people see, and you didn't colonize it until very recently. Like, if we get to the end, we're gonna get to the end of the campaign, you won't have reached the East Coast, and that will be a disappointment.
So,
I have we
going? He has reached. He has 2 provinces on the Pacific coast.
But I mean, he hasn't filled out all the. Normally, all the territories filled out by like 1600.
I mean, Americas are still pretty full of empty provinces.
Well, no, that's normal. Colonial games with this group tend to be garbage if Portugal dies.
Also, you keep in mind that it's 1.28, so at one point it doesn't really matter to colonize because you can't make any states anymore. Even with expansion, which gives you 5 states. And like Inca is only using their colonists from the region, if you remember correctly.
Looks like it. No, he actually has expansion.
Okay.
Did you guys know, by the way, that Incas are like by far the strongest in Americas when it comes to army quality?
Well, he fought a 4v1 today.
Yeah, they would have won if he didn't fuck up He has cannon
Like,
stacks.
he has more than 7 morale, so he has.
Incans are quite a sleeper.
How much did he lose?
Not that, I mean, he actually recovered most of it because Hong Kong created a colonial nation in Yucatan, and Incas just attacked it then. And also,
mistake.
when the war for Madagascar started, Incas were actually allied to Mamluks. So Incas then went and killed the army of Hong Kong as well. Then just stuck with 120k.
Are you still there, Alex? Why did you want stuff in the Americas? No, he's not there.
Probably
Why
just
would he
to
want
do
stuff
it.
there?
Probably
Because
just
he
to do
does
it.
wants to.
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
he
done
played
stream.
Kokomos, I think.
I'm just happy. I
Last
managed to
campaign.
convert enough of the land. I was wondering when it would trigger that when you go on the religious map mode, Hindu now isn't just trapped in India. It's expanded to
I was
Quite a
surprised that
steppes.
Punjab didn't flip Sikh or state Sikh, but then I realized that
Six bad.
yeah, then I realized that the discipline guru is already dead, so makes no sense.
Like the big thing is like the military bone. Like the problem is being wrong religion with not a good enough tolerance would just like kill me because of the economy.
I mean, you could have flipped in what is it?
1500.
Yeah, but then I'm converting everything I conquer. Like it
Yeah,
just kind of
yeah,
sucks.
that-
Like it's just not worth the
It's
investment.
1552, then you get +2
It'll be
miscellaneous.
interesting in the next patch where it
Yeah.
actually is a decent religion. Like Sikh
Plus-
might become one of the strongest religions in the next patch.
Yeah. I think
Hindu is good, so why bother converting?
Have you seen the dev diary for Sheik?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, in this game, Hindu was good
Oh, yeah,
enough
yeah.
to stay Hindu.
I don't like Hindu anymore after the events got nerfed in the ground.
Because you
Oh,
only
now
like
you don't
OP,
like it.
OP stuff.
When you don't
I
have a
always said it
6,
like
6, 6 constantly, it's not suddenly not so good anymore.
that's the only reason why.
And the production efficiency is great. The main issue is like
Seriously, the
production
only
efficiency.
reason why I went state Hindu in the Tondo game was because of the events. Otherwise, would have flipped like Ibadi or reformed to get the better boats. But like Hindu with under 1.30 is very very weak. Like the only saving grace are Vashayas with the 33% production efficiency.
but then you're not getting the trade efficiency, so.
Yeah. Like it's always a trade-off.
You also have the deving like the mod kind of guts their deving bonus, which is
Yeah.
what people were exploiting the best at this point in the game.
Yeah, the Indians are actually falling back behind other nations.
They were fighting for like 15 years, so
Also,
I mean,
Critiac-
France was fighting for 200 years, and it's still...
Yeah, but against the Indians. Like the Indians have been the only ones actively keeping this game alive.
well, not just the Indians.
Like
I mean,
we
the first-
formed Byzantium.
no.
We created Byzantium.
First giant war was Lithuania and
created
Prussia.
Italy.
You created Byzantium? No, Hungary created Byzantium with
Dying.
no.
He means this Byzantium.
You mean
Yeah,
this
this-
Byzantium? Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
meant the
Byzantium.
first. I meant the second Byzantium.
No, we killed the first Byzantium.
Yeah, we killed the first one to form the second one.
Wait,
We've created
who,
the second.
who
Phoenix.
killed Byzantium to form Byzantium to then form another Byzantium?
Well, it's fun.
Like I would form Romania
In
instead
time-honored
of
tradition, we must
Byzantium.
now kill Byzantium. Give it to Lithuania to form Byzantium.
It's
To
true.
be fair,
I
it's a
keep
phoenix.
third Rome.
Like
That's I
a
do have
phoenix
some
needs to
guys-
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
a phoenix
I
needs
actually
to die
like
to
my
rise again.
name placement.
Yeah, that's a pretty
that's his
good
belly.
Byzantium.
Yeah. I would have formed Romania instead.
The only thing that's
Why?
an issue is you need to integrate those.
Why
Because
Romania?
they have like similar power level of national ideas. I think Romania
Yeah.
ideas are even better.
Doesn't he need to do a bunch of work to form Romania though, while Byzantium was really easy?
No, it's just like he needs Wallachia and Moldavia, and that's it.
Yeah, but Byzantium gives you so many events.
I mean, he's
you're Orthodox. Forget what I said. I forgot that you're Orthodox.
He's Orthodox and isn't his culture like?
Yeah. Because I was thinking he wasn't Orthodox, and the Romanian missions are quite insane, which give you minus 35% construction cost.
Byzantium has a lot of missions, and you have the plus 50 mana event that has a very low mean time to happen. So you have a good mana generation. It's very good.
As I said, like, just ignore what I said. I forgot to.
France has no allies. When is he killing Netherlands?
I think that's still buddies.
Oh, Netherlands don't have any allies as well.
Because they're top 5, I think. Both of them.
Netherlands has 1 million troops.
I mean, so what? You Indians are like, they're top 5 powers. Why would they ever ally?
Well, I mean, then you have to choose break.
Why is
you can see you can see why we gained Taiping though now, right? Moore had a tech advantage and was still behind on morale and troop quality. Like, he had one of the strongest tech advantages you can have in the game with Tech 26, and he was still on the back foot.
I mean, when he got the tech advantage, he was just cleaning through Taiping as well.
Yeah, if Taiping was winning, like, if Taiping had equal numbers to Mawar, he would be winning battles.
Yeah, but, well, he has like half the numbers, so that's...
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Taiping's troop quality, even with tech disadvantage, was better. Like, Taiping's tag is just insane. You can see why we wanted to bully it out of existence.
So basically Byzantium has 36 months MTTH of getting 25 monarch points. Kind of interesting.
Who is Byzantium allied to? Oh, Punjab and Lithuania.
Can Italy form Byzantium now?
He has to.
Or Mamluks. Even better. Flip Orthodox. I mean, there are only 2 Orthodox nations left in the game, I think.
Well, yeah. One of them is big enough for 2.
Actually, we have a pretty nice split of religions, to be honest.
Yeah.
For once.
Like 1 Protestant nation in Europe, 2 Catholic nations.
1 Anglican. No, wait. Yeah, it's Anglican nation.
1 Anglican in Ireland.
Nice.
Friesland is Protestant, so 2 Protestants. Then 1 Inti, 1 Shia, 1 Sunni, and 2 Shinto, or just Hong Kong and Taiping. Oh, 4 Hindu. I forgot Malaya. So most nations have Hindu.
Yeah, but it's not like 4-2 is not big difference.
I'm quite happy that France and Tuscany stayed Catholic, which showed that it is now a competitive pick compared to Protestant or even Reformed.
Only if there are 2 nations left, and then you bounce with the courier controller.
I mean, even if you have 3 nations or 4 nations, it works.
You see, the good thing about being Orthodox is that you can choose when you get the benefits. And being Catholic is if you're not a courier controller, then fuck you, you know?
Keep in mind...
the other thing is cardinals. You need cardinals to be able to use your Pope points. So small nations don't want it because they don't want Catholicism because they won't get...
keep in mind...
the thing is, if you're one of the few, you can actually use it, hence why... No matter what nation you are, if you're one of the few remaining Catholics, you can actually milk the benefits.
Keep in mind that the Crusade buff is insane, and the people...
actually, France is getting minus 100 papal influence because they're the birthplace of revolution.
Yeah.
So I guess...
So there's no reason for him to stay Catholic, I guess.
Well, he still gets crusade bonus.
Yeah, he still gets crusade bonus, so that's something.
If he works with Italy.
I mean, that could be an interesting alliance.
The thing is,
Yeah, maybe they should actually ally each other.
France at this point should go ham and just conquer all of Europe. Manjar, Punjab, and Nepal.
Munjar?
Anyways, the Indians and Chinese tap themselves having a fun war, which means they won't.
But I mean, don't forget that the Mamluks are still there, and Mamluks are super powerful.
Yeah, but
Mamluks, just think, in the overall strength of Skanderbeg, Mamluks are 1,000 points behind France.
Just to point out something, in all the wars that Mewar fought against France, he never
I
tapped his
disagree with
professionalism.
that army strength.
Yep, we made him tap 70 over 70%.
Yeah, he lost 65 professionalism in like 10 years. So
Mind you, it's partly
invest.
because I had like 70% myself. So we
How
were
did
both
you gain so much? Did you just drill early game and then hire generals?
drill throughout the game and don't fight useless wars. That's the big thing. Like I was just saying there, I was building up professionalism, buying generals, drilling. I got because I was chill most of the game. I got to have that nice big million versus million war.
And keep the merc stacks. Not losing the merc stacks and recruiting them over and over is important as well. And that's why I never have professionalism, because I get stack wiped all the time, and then I have to rebuild my mercs.
I get surprised that Mamluks are that behind on Skanderbeg, because it doesn't like count the tech because it's behind on the tech 26. Because if it had the 26, it would have more morale and more discipline than France, even with policies.
Keep in mind that
26 is ahead, so it's not like he's behind.
Oh, actually, France doesn't have it either. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
near them. Like, also keep in mind that France can get another 20% more of armies.
From what?
From the government reforms.
Oh,
if they can't rule at ice, they get another 10%. And the next reform is another 10%. If Critics doesn't point it out, but they shouldn't have.
We might do something about this. Yeah. I think that's fair.
So it's that just another 10%.
That's insane. It makes me feel like we need another coalition against France.
He doesn't even want to fight. That's the same.
Yeah.
And also, he get another 5% discipline from his estates, factions. So
yeah, those factions are crazy too.
5% and.
Have fun with that, Europe. You need to convince Slang to actually fight France.
He won't.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going to fight each other. Most likely, France would attack Italy.
Since France is getting 40 ducats out of Netherlands, then I think it's a great deal for France.
Just
40 ducats?
40 ducats.
How much?
And meanwhile, Lithuania is getting 130, and Byzantium is getting almost 200.
Can you check how much he has to talk with Sling about?
Yeah, but my trade is shit. I cannot. If I didn't have a trade deal with the Netherlands, I would be getting less.
Can you tap in on France for a moment? Because I want to see how much money they are making from other sources than trade, because the trade income is 0. Holy moly. They're
production. And he's getting from Friesland a lot, actually.
Yeah. It's 250 ducats.
You're watching the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the save still open.
Also, can you check out how much Ireland is making money-wise? Because that is kind of interesting because of the
600. They're all making around 600.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, France is not making that much more than us Indians. I would have guessed he would make.
Friesland is making more.
Without the subsidies, France would be getting as much as Nepal. So that's not that great. And like Friesland is giving him money because like why not?
Friesland is rich.
Quite much more.
Yeah.
Friesland is rich, but he's not that rich compared to many other nations.
I mean, it's not Malaya or Netherlands rich.
Yeah,
but
like Malaya right now is making over 2,000 ducats per month, so that's
How big is the trading camp? 1.3k.
Yeah, and he's actually having a profit of over 1,000 ducats. God.
How much is Netherlands?
Yeah.
Netherlands is
he has 84
1800s, I think. Oh, Netherlands has 100k in bank, by the way.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I guess we are not playing the same game.
Yeah, the Dutch and the Indonesians are making all the money in the world. That's how they make the world go round.
That's why Netherlands is so damn strong. Not only because of the income, because of Burgundy ideas. And
but the thing is that it's impressive because
let's say if he couldn't fight 2 against 1. That's the thing.
Who, Netherlands?
Yeah, like,
Netherlands,
for example,
I think he just doesn't have enough manpower and mercenaries to, for example, fight France. He just not enough troops.
But he can take
he would be able to
anybody else.
beat me for sure. France versus Netherlands 1-on-1 is like.
Actually, Netherlands have 1,000 force limit as well, but he has not enough manpower to sustain it. Like after a few battles, he would be just zeroed, and he doesn't have enough
enough. That's the difference
mercenaries.
between 1 million manpower and. France. What's the most manpower?
It's it's around 6,000, but still, France I think is getting 9,000.
Yeah, he's like and actually he was getting 10 for
quality and morale. So in a sense, France would be winning the battles.
Also, keep in mind if push comes to shove, France can get another 25% manpower by turning on the Edict de River. So yeah.
The Netherlands would definitely be able to outlast France if it was
money-wise, but not manpower-wise.
Yeah, like Netherlands would be still making a profit of 1,000 ducats, but they just wouldn't have any way to recruit more troops at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they have Britain. I mean, France cannot force. So...
even if you recruited all 300 mercs, France can have 400 mercs. And more manpower, so...
France should be part of this conversation. I don't think that he realizes that,
He just wants to chill, so let him chill. Also, keep in mind, if France attacks a crusade target, he gets another 30% manpower and 10% morale.
Insane. I am
get over
glad
10K
there are 2 countries between me and France,
I mean, there's Netherlands and Lithuania. That's a lot of land.
I mean, that was my diplomatic strategy. I wanted to have Prussia in between me and Western Europe, and they can do whatever they want. But Prussia died, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well,
it was funny because
by the way, to the Max, why did you sell? Part of Hungary.
Hungarian?
Yeah.
Because, truth be told, I don't have states.
Okay.
Let me tell you. I think I need 20 more states or something. So it's
you'd need.
It doesn't really.
Well, that's on you. If you were Russia,
plus,
you
I
would
only
have the
took
states.
those provinces because I kind of felt like, okay, I can 100% the guy, and I will get the whole of Hungary. Why not? And then Italy asked me, and I was like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, if you had kept the Russian tag, you would have the age bonus for the states.
Yeah, you would get additional 20 states. That would be pretty nice.
I have 36 territories and 41 states.
Yeah, but probably a lot of this is you don't want to state everything.
Yeah. Like maybe 10 of them are Siberia, but the rest is, let's say, not too bad.
Actually, yeah, this way I can see.
For example, Sweden, Norway, north of Finland,
actually
and the
probably
whole of Hungary.
Should do some switching with like in Poland and those are some pretty good states.
Yes, I do know that, but I'm thinking about waiting until I get 5 extra states, and then state, because you see, for example, Perm in the north, that state, it's like what, 5 provinces, and there is that trade center of trade, so I could develop those lands relatively cheaply, because I'm gonna soon start provinces to develop, because a bunch of my provinces are at 20 already.
Yeah. See ya, Xavier. Good night. Is there a nation we didn't really talk about yet? Hong Kong. Nobody knows what he's doing. Morocco.
We didn't talk about Morocco.
Yeah, how strong is Morocco? 400 income, so I guess not great, not terrible. 500 force limit. Army quality is okay. Some professionalism.
He got
not that much manpower. It's like the Nepal of Africa, basically.
Can you check out the states map mode? If he already has restated everything? Morocco.
Okay. Like this?
Because he had to culture flip into Morocco to form Morocco.
Yeah, he still has a bunch of territorial cores.
Yeah.
So he will need a lot
can
more.
you go to accepted cultures?
He is more, yeah. 18%, so he probably spread Moroccan a bit.
There is a map mode for this, by the way.
And once again?
There's a map mode for accepted cultures. Just so you know.
Oh, yeah. I just, like, it's never really that useful for me.
Oh, it's super useful. Because then you can, then you know what provinces you have to culture flip.
Yeah, once you're like like your empire level, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Morocco was subbed this session and it was AI for the first half anyway. So there will be some action for Morocco. I'm pretty sure next session.
Why?
Yeah.
Because he has 100k in Americas.
I think that the guys kinda hate Inca.
Sorry, there's not hearing you properly.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm saying that people, as far as I understood, like they don't like Inca because he's being, I don't know, harsh with them, like not doing good diplo. So maybe they're going to be fighting Inca.
I mean, they attacked him in this session, so it was Ireland, Friesland, Malaya, and Hong Kong. And if not for some blunders at the beginning, I think Incas could have even won.
Blunders. Like attacking with 28k and no cannons against a full cannon stack.
Yeah, but then he started doing this properly, so like the defense of Managua was pretty okay.
Oh, he needs more forts. Build forts.
Yeah, that's definitely he needs more forts. That's for sure.
Forts.
What are those forts in Mexico of Friesland? He has like 5 forts in one province.
That's Mayan. That was the Maya fort line.
Yeah, wow. I think like he just I'm not sure if Maya or Friesland upgraded them, but probably a lot of them were just leftovers from AIs.
The only struggle for Inca is that you can't see
but
Mexico.
Delete those forts,
I mean, right now I'm not. The map is not updating Terra Incognita, so.
Okay.
He might see more. I mean, he probably does.
He probably does. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he sees everything in here. Just that there's a graphic bug because the server is lost.
So why don't you load a save?
Because then I would have to restart the game.
Oh, okay. I can tell you that Inca sees everything.
Okay.
Wait, let me flip to Inca.
He should see everything.
Yeah, I can click on most of the province in Mexico, so like he can't see actually some of the northern parts of America, but
Okay, so he can see almost everything of South America, and then he can see Mexico, and then he can see Louisiana and the East Coast, but only the coast of North America, like both coasts.
yeah, and if he's going to be taking the war goal, he doesn't need to like take all of Friesland in the war, especially since it would be super cancer because there's so few forts in America. Like fighting in open fields like this is horrible.
He shouldn't be fighting Inca. He should be fighting Ireland, and then just take that one province, Ulva.
Yeah, but they are allied, so that's like the same thing.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That just declare with that province as the war goal.
Yeah, he actually declared he started the war because he noticed Hong Kong troops walking in Mexico, which was a kind of red flag. He started war for Ulva.
Oh, okay. And he didn't take it? Because he lost the war. Yeah.
Yeah, he did take it, but you know he lost some terrible battles at the beginning, and later on he was starting to win, but he just peaced out for a not too bad trade deal. Like they didn't take 100%, and later on he even recovered the land from Hong Kong because he created a colonial nation.
Oh.
It was pretty nice for Incas in the end, so I think he might be able to win next one, especially with Morocco's help.
But then my question is, why doesn't France simply go and kill Morocco? Especially now, you know.
Because he doesn't really have the navy. That was usually his problem.
He could. I think Netherlands has the second or third largest navy. So,
but Netherlands don't have any naval ideas. That's the problem.
So wait, what's Morocco navy? How big is it?
It doesn't matter what Morocco navy is. The problem is that Malaya sides on Morocco's side, at least so far, and Malaya could just wipe the.
How come? Let me check something. Inca is allied to Morocco, and Malaya is allied to Ireland, Friesland, and Hong Kong. So Malaya is kind of on the opposite side.
I guess like the sides changed, but in the previous few wars, Morocco and Malaya were fighting together against France.
No, I remember.
Yeah.
When Prussia and we were fighting France and Netherlands.
Like all of Iberia was occupied by Malaya, and like UAR took the African provinces of France as well.
Does France really have?
That was a really long time ago.
Yeah, it was
2 sessions. Is France? Does France have any forts in Iberia nowadays?
Yeah,
because he didn't have any forts.
It's slightly better. He built a few new ones, but not that many.
He doesn't have
Northern
any.
France and Iberia are not that great. They're at least all upgraded, so that's good.
Yeah. He needs a few more forts there.
Actually, he didn't upgrade. Oh, he's upgrading that one right now. Okay.
He needs more forts. Holy moly.
Yeah, just a few ones, just whatever actually.
Yeah, like 4 more overall. 1 in Normandy, in that area, and 1 below Paris.
Yeah, the problem is if he was actually fighting Netherlands, then like he loses 1 fort and then he loses Paris and most of northern France.
Which is what I don't understand. Why doesn't he have a fort on Paris?
Not really necessarily Paris, but like anywhere here. like depends on the terrain. Actually, Paris wouldn't be that bad. Like Paris and over here.
I mean, because all of the other provinces are shit to defend, and Paris at least has a river.
Yeah, but like right now, he can get to. I guess if those forts were maintained, then they couldn't get from Chartres. Yeah, but the baseline is more forts in France would be good.
Yeah.
Forts in general good.
Yeah. Forts good for army professionalism.
Yep.
But forts are bad for money.
Yeah, but at this point, like,
they
people
hurt me
have so
so
much money.
I give you a tip, like, why do you care about money when your country is dead? Because you didn't have forts.
No, yeah, I know. But wait, let me tag switch to myself. So I am making in total around 400.
Yeah, 400.
And I am spending 50 on forts. So it's 1/8 of my income is going to forts, and half of them are not, like, most of them are level 6, and half of them are not turned on right now.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you're like an
Fortran
edge case in a way, because you're like one of the largest nations with a relatively small income for your size.
Yes.
Do you have trade ideas?
What did you say?
No,
Do you
it
have
doesn't.
trade ideas?
No. I actually shouldn't have trade ideas, but I have this trade deal with...
It's not about the trade deal with Netherlands, it's about 20% goods produced.
Oh, you mean that? Yeah. I went for innovative ideas for the...
Why?
For infantry combatability.
But it's actually nerfed in our mod, I think, right?
It's nerfed to 10%.
It's 10%.
Yeah.
It's 10% like in 1.30.
Yeah, and it was 20%. But the thing is this, you have already morale, like you have religious. So you have you have 10% more of armies, 10% artillery compatibility from offensive economic, and 5% discipline from quality economic. And all those three modifiers are better than 10% ICA. So innovative does nothing.
Okay.
Like before picking, like I would rather have admin ideas. Like if you want
I was thinking about admin too.
Because then you get like states, of course, but you get mercenaries, mercenary cost, interest rate, and some other goodies. Like I think a good policy in admin, I think, with how it turns out. Okay, and if you don't want the additional mercenaries, like if you really want the mercenaries,
I do want the additional mercenaries.
Then you go diplomatic, because diplomatic offensive is 50%. Mercenary.
I don't have offensive. Offensive is going to be my last mill idea.
Did you go defensive forward?
Yeah,
he went defensive first. So
for the fight against Muscovy, I needed to, or else.
Yeah, I didn't know it. So yeah, then it's like, then I would have admin ideas or trade ideas.
Yes, I was thinking about admin ideas or.
I mean, to be honest, you're just 3 ideas in, so it's not that big of the deal if you just change it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, but you don't need admin for the tech, though. That's true.
Yeah, what is the next tech?
I mean, not right now, but in 2 techs you will get new states, right?
Yeah, then it doesn't matter, like, just cancel it. Bite the bullet.
Extra what? Oh no.
Like, finishing admin ideas, I think gives you more states than...
It gives you the same
states. No. Same
states. 5.
Gives you the same amount of states than taking 2 techs. So...
No, it's the same as 1 tech. 5.
No, it gets in...
I'm right now...
Tech 27, he gets 5 additional states.
Yes,
Like,
and I'm at Tech 24 right now.
Yeah, so if he takes 3 additional techs, admin techs to get to Tech 27...
if you mean like this, then yeah.
Then he gets the same amount of states than with admin ideas. But admin ideas are way stronger than just 5 states. Because you get 5 states...
Tech cost reduction 10% right now from innovative ideas.
Yeah, but keep in mind that you are already in ultra late game. Well, semi ultra late game, like in 20 years it's ultra late game.
Yeah.
You take like 4 more tech levels at most before we enter campaign?
What I'm saying is, like, I could get admin tech 227 and then drop innovative.
But full admin ideas also gives you 10% tech cost, admin tech cost reduction.
Oh, that's actually true.
That is true.
And you get also the modifier from ideas taken because both of admin. Like, the only reason why I would want innovative is because you need a specific mill timing, where the 10% tech cost is worth the shitty idea group. Shitty.
You know, the other thing...
Because it's a really good idea group.
Innovative?
It's a really good idea group, just not a 6th idea. If you want innovative, you take it 4th.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about trade too, because the thing is that I don't have any diplo idea groups right now, and I cannot even use any policies because of that, and it's not ideal, you know.
Like, for example,
you could go for trade as well, and go for the admin text at the same time.
Yeah, and that goods produced modifier plus 20%, that would be pretty damn good.
And then you have 20% trade efficiency too.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter because of a trade agreement.
Yes, then I wouldn't have to like kind of stick to the Netherlands that much, you know, because right now if he fucks with me, then I'm like I get 0 from trade.
Can you take a look at the trade map mode for a moment, Basantic, please?
Yeah, I have it.
Like, go towards Persia and Astrakhan, the trade region.
Yeah,
because like you only have 3 merchants now, and you get another 3. So basically, you can steal another 30 ducats probably out of Samarkand.
I'm not so sure because I only have 11% trade power in Astrakhan.
Keep in mind, full trade ideas gives you another 25% caravan power.
And that is true.
And then, like, Astrakhan, you can steal from there also a lot of money.
You see, the problem is that if Netherlands, let's say I move my trade capital to Baltic Sea, right? And then I collect there, because that is the best place to collect. But the Netherlands can send like 100 trade ships and steal all of that money.
That's why you don't collect trade only the Baltic Sea. You collect in Novgorod and you collect in Baltic Sea.
Yeah, but he can steal from both, you know?
Yes, but he can't steal... If you get... let's assume like this. He steals like 50% worst case from both nodes. Then you get still 75% of the trade value.
Which
Novgorod,
wouldn't
50%, 50% goes through, and then from the 50%, another 50%, it's 25. So you get 75% of the trade.
You see, if we get to that point, the easiest way for me to make money would be to, like, get a diplo agreement with France, for example, and split Netherlands. Like, that would be the best way to make money. Because
of course, like killing Netherlands is of course the best way to make money, because they have basically complete control of 2 of the strongest trade nodes in the game.
Exactly, and I can't really do much about that, because like that was one of the problems with the war, like the 2v2 war that we fight, because I had no money, you know, and Netherlands was stealing all of my money all of the time. Like I was making 15 or something from collecting in Kiev.
that's the thing. With trade ideas, like you retrain a more trade, you get more trade money because you can steal more from other trade nodes, and also like don't underestimate 20% goods produced. It boosts both your production income as your trade income.
I'll gift myself a bunch of diplo and see what happens with full trade ideas.
Yeah, by the way, guys, I'm gonna go now. So
Yeah.
GG today, good session. Another. We're actually having a surprisingly good campaign overall. I think like it's.
There are not that many players left. Like
Yeah, but
nations.
the nations are relatively balanced overall.
Yeah, but the nations who are left are quite balanced, and there are like always some form of action between them. Like for example, next session we will probably have a huge American war.
Yeah.
Then like the question is like what will France do, because France is absolutely broken right now, in my opinion.
Yeah,
will the reconquest of Italy happen? Then I think Indian will fight again. Maybe with Mamluk intervention.
Yeah, Mamluks, Hong Kong could join. Even Byzantium at this point is relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
especially when he has, when he integrates vessels.
Yeah, I mean that's not that much like free states.
I mean, land is land.
Yeah.
And then also like Byzantium against Italy is quite interesting possibility for the
this
land in
like
Anatolia.
campaign to 18 to 21 to be honest, because we're not going to be starting a new campaign before Christmas. I don't think so. Yeah, so GG guys.
GG.
See you next week.